What's happening, YouTube? Kenny back with another how-to video coming to you straight from quarantine, and today we getting started in the 350Z series. First thing we gotta fix is this dumbass window. Y'all already know how we do it. We're gonna identify the problem first, and we can do that by simply putting in the key to the on position right before crank, and you just be driving around, put down the window, feeling nice, goes all the way down, perfect. Then you go to bring it up, automatic. It goes up, looking good. That shit right there. Try it again. It just keeps doing that every time you do the auto. And what I mean by auto is that these two switches right here have auto switches in them. And what that means is that you can either do a half a click or a full click. Half a click enables the manual control. If you can see the difference between that and the difference between push all the way down. Difference between half a click up and another click. That second click is the auto function. And that's what always brings it back down after I release it. I'm going to show you real quick on how to slightly fix the problem. You can just use the manual function to bring the window all the way up and it will stay up. So in case you've been having this problem in your car and every time you do the auto up, it just brings it half the way down like it always does. And no matter how much you pull it back up, it's always going to keep dropping and you wondering why that's happening. Just for the meantime, to get that window up, just use the manual function, which is half a click, and your window will stay up. So just doing that right there, we identify a few things. One, we know the power switch is working. That's good to know. Two, we can likely assume that the motor's working. It didn't seem slow. It didn't seem like it was struggling to pull up. It just seemed like it was hitting something up top and it was going back down. Real easy fix. These window motors have a reset button on them because sometimes they get misaligned. Or like me, someone tried wedging something between the window and the A-pillar, which probably reprogrammed the finger sensor on the window, causing the window to think every time auto goes up, there's a finger between the pillar and the A-pillar. There's actually a reset button inside right here, the door, right on the window motor itself. So you do need to take off the panel and access the window motor in order to reset it. Real quick, man, all I want to say, this might be counterproductive or hypocritical of me saying this, but I'm sure you watched a few different videos on how to fix this door. And the biggest problem I have, man, with car guys making YouTube videos is, my man, nobody cares about your life. I'm just trying to fix the door. And that's what you're getting here at Cande. We just gonna get straight into it, man. Sometimes I'll be watching these videos and like halfway through I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Oh, they skip steps, dude? How you gonna make a how-to video and be like, okay, after you take off the door panel, this is what you're gonna do? That's why I'm watching the how-to video, to learn how to take off the door. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But let's get straight started into it. We're gonna take out the key. I forgot to say it, but there might be a little cover over the bolt we just took out over this right here. If you see that little tab right there, you just put the flathead in and pop it right out. Almost all the Z's I've ever seen, they don't have this cover. I don't either, but if y'all do have it, hit me up. I'll buy it off you, no cap. Alright, and behind it, you should see this bolt that we have right here. Just get your 10, take it out. Alright, after you have it out. Alright, and to take this out, all you gotta do is grab the handle and kind of pull it towards you. There you go. Just kind of lift it up and wiggle it out. So not only do we reveal the two harnesses that we need to take off, we can see the two bolts that we have to take off too. And those are also 10 millimeters, or you can use Phillips. So using a little smaller of a flathead, we're just going to put it right in between, push down, pull up. Just like that. Same thing with the other side, but it's just at the bottom right there. There you go. We can go ahead and move this out the way. Next, we're doing the two bolts that we mentioned. There you go. These are the two screws we just took out. So your final screw is going to be right behind the door handle. You're just going to pull it, and you would see a black cover right here. You can see right back there is where the screw should be, but you see we're missing the screw. Alright, over here looking on the passenger door, we can lift it up and we can see that we do have the black covering. All you do is just try to wiggle it out. It's just being held in there. Comes out like so. And again, all the way in there, you're gonna see that screw right there in the back. But I ain't gonna take this one off because today we are working on the driver's side. Alright, after you've taken off all four bolts, your panel is ready to come off. It is just being held on by push clips, which are all around the outer part of the panel. Similar to the Miata, you just want to grab your hands right around and give it a firm tug. There you go. This is where I put my fingers, right between the door panel and the metal right here. So you go right in between and give it a firm tug. There you go. Alright, so you're gonna see the bottom of the door panel be like swinging like that. That's just because the door panel itself is hooked on to the door frame. All you need to do is grab the door panel on both sides and just lift up. There you go. Make sure the wiring does not get caught. Now you're gonna see these two cables leading up all the way to the door handle itself. We're gonna take these off for right now. This ball one just comes straight up, and this rectangle one also just comes straight up. This little L-shaped one. There you go, your door panel is officially off. Alright, whoever the previous owner was, I can tell they tried to do a reset, but it looks like they probably didn't know how to do it, because I can see someone move the tag off, and now our reset button is being revealed, but it usually should have these leather stickers circles right over it, just like that. All we is gonna do, go ahead and grab your power switch, go ahead and reconnect the power switch, go and grab your key. We're gonna put this bad boy into the on position right before crank. So after you got the power switch on and the reset button exposed, and with the window all the way up to its maxed out position, and if y'all don't have it to the maxed out position, I already showed you how to do that. Remember, half a click all the way up. The next step, you want to get inside of your car. Okay, so for this reset procedure, there's an exact sequence, and if one of these things are off, the reset is not going to work. So 1, make sure the key's in and it's turned all the way before crank. Step 2, make sure your door is 100% fully closed. There's really nothing to grab on because you don't have a handle. So you really just got to put your fingers in the hole and pull hard as fuck. If you do this procedure with the door open, it's not going to work. Alright, next we're going to push this reset button. Real quick so you guys know, this reset button, you're not going to hear any click. It's just like this rubber nipple. You're just going to push it down as hard as you can. So here we go. With the window all the way up, we're going to push down on the reset button, and we're going to go all the way down, not using the auto function. Just half a click all the way down, holding it to the window is all the way down. Then we're going to let go of both buttons, and we're going to bring the window all the way up using the manual function. Let go. Now that should complete the reset process. Alright, let's test it out. We're going to auto function all the way down. Perfect. Auto function all the way up. Alright, let me try that one more time. All the way down. Perfect. Alright, we're going to go back up one more time. Auto. And I'm just going to press it softly because I was kind of flicking it up kind of hard. Perfect. Let's go. One more try to make sure. Yes, sir. And let's see. We're going to open it and it should go down just a little bit. Yup. Perfect. We're going to try closing it. Yes, sir. Alright, let's reinstall this bitch ass panel. Alright, so we're reinstalling the door panel. Of course, we have to take off the harness. Make sure you do not have the key in no more. Take off the harness same way. Alright, now go ahead and grab your panel. Now the first thing we're going to do is grab the harness and make sure that doesn't give us any problems. We're going to feed it through where it's supposed to go. Alright, the next step is we got to reconnect these two cables back to the door handle. We're going to start with the ball one first. And all we're trying to do is we're going to slip this ball right in there. So it looks like that. Slide it down. Get our L shape. And you see that hole just right there. Slide the L right in there like so, and you're all good to go. Now all we gotta do is, so lift the panel over, kind of push it against the glass, let it slide all the way down. Make sure you pull your harness through, and just make sure you get it seated properly. You kind of have to push it into place. After you have the door panel seated on the top of the door frame, all you're gonna want to do is punch those clips back in all the way around. Give it some few good hits. Next, we're going to get the two screws that we removed off the door. The long ones. Put them right back in. And if you had that screw that went behind the door handle, make sure you install that as well as the cover. After that, go ahead and reconnect both harnesses back to the door switch. And power mirror. Go ahead and drop the whole assembly right behind. My hand's always been lifted up right here. I'm gonna see if I can punch that down. Say less, bro. Say less. Hurt this shit out of my hand. And then go ahead and finish off with the last screw. And if you're a sick ass fool and you got a cover, go ahead and put that on. Learn to say less. If y'all made it to the end of the video, y'all like the way I do how-to videos, you should go ahead and consider subscribing. All my how-to videos are super straightforward, super detailed, all like this. And this is the first video of my 350Z series. What that mean? That mean more to come. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope this helped y'all out. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.